and she's a pretty decent cook at the same time. It takes about 2 hours to cook in the pot. You've got to start by frying off some onions. In our case, 3. Add a couple of tablespoons of vegetable oil to a heavy pot. A good cast iron one is best. Then add in your onions. Now, it only needs to be on a low temperature. What we've got to do is just seal off the onions, get them lightly browned, or we prep the rest of the ingredients. The cut of beef you use really does matter. This is called beef shin. You've probably seen it sold as Ossobuco before. I like it because it's full of flavour and braises perfectly. As for the process, really easy. We're just going to dice it up, toss it in some flour. Oh, and keep the bones. They're going in the pot too. And for this 800 grams of beef, I use about a tablespoon of flour. Well, these onions have finished browning, so I'm just going to set them aside. You see, we're going to need this hot pot to fry off the beef in. We're just going to add another tablespoon or so of oil. While the beef finishes browning off, I need to peel and slice 5 cloves of garlic and pound up about a teaspoon of caraway seeds. Now, chuck in the garlic, chuck in the caraway, and of course, paprika. We need 3 teaspoons worth. There are heaps of different types of paprikas. There's hot, sweet, and mild. Just look out for one that says Hungarian. It's obvious, really. Let the spices fry for about a minute or so to release their flavour, and meanwhile, quickly dice up 3 tomatoes and chuck them straight in. The juice out of the tomatoes has released all of that good caramel stuff on the bottom of the pot. Delicious. Next up, we need a couple of teaspoons of salt, chuck those fried onions back in, and top it off with water just to the top level of the meat. Too easy. Now, my grandmother had a great little trick for soaking up all the beautiful, delicious juices in the goulash. She used to chuck in a couple of potatoes, peeled and diced. You see, instead of cooking in water, they're cooking the juice. Delicious. I reckon they're almost the best part of the goulash. You're probably all wondering, what on earth is he going to do with those bones? Well, let me tell you, all great family recipes should develop through the ages. So my contribution to my late grandmother's goulash is to save the marrow bones. You see, this marrow is going to enrich the beefy flavour of the stew, while the bones help to thicken it. Anyway, whack a lid on, give it 2 hours, and we're ready to serve. Woo! After simmering on a low temperature, this goulash is amazing. Look, you can serve it with whatever you like. Rice, bread, maybe some sour cream. For me, I'm happy to eat it just on its own. I tell you what, with a goulash this delicious, I'm pretty sure my late grandmother would be very proud.